This episode is brought to you not by Jerky from Buc-ee's.
It's the wall of hanging meat.
That's right. That gets Devin excited.
That's right. So speaking of hanging
Wall
meat,
of Schmeat.
let's go ahead to start this.
Wall of Schmeat is what they called me in high school.
The what? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kevin McLoughlin, and we are having another episode of the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast. I'm Paul Robertson. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. This week's episode is sponsored by Tracy's Get It Done Now, Damn It service.
That's right. Get her done. That's right.
We were out of Jack Daniels, and somehow
big-
Tracy
we're
just
right.
appeared with a Jack Daniels bottle.
Big
afterwards.
T energy. Big Tracy energy.
Big Tracy
BT,
energy.
BTE.
Yep, that's she measures her power in BTE.
Sorry, yeah. She might be small, but she brings it.
She packs a wall.
She brings a big energy.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
She
Yes.
shows up with the Jack Daniels.
Yes, right. That's right. There we go. Yeah, we'd like to shout out our Uber's driver or whatever you want to, whatever
What is it?
goes.
Uber drinks. Oh,
Instacart.
Insta drink.
Insta drink. Oh, yeah. So Jack Daniels, if you're
Insta-crunk.
listening, look, we know you guys are into music, and okay, what?
Guys, the driver's name was Harold.
Oh,
Shout out
Harold.
to Harold.
Thank you,
Harold's a
Harold.
Harold. Yes, yes, Harold.
Thank you, Harold, for braving the night. with
Bringing
our
us some
Jack Daniels
booze
bottle
on
and
a
beer.
Tuesday night here. But Jack Daniels, yeah, come on, hit us up. We know you're supporting the music. You
Yeah,
know,
Jack Daniels is certainly hurting for people to supply free Jack Daniels.
and if you
too,
saw
so
the
we can
amount of
help.
empty bottles here that this
Yeah,
podcast goes through,
This place is a glass remanufacturing factory. Yeah.
right? Yeah, can we get? Is there like a 5 cents return on the bottle, like recyclables?
Yeah, in Connecticut, New York,
Yeah,
and Maine.
we'd be millionaires actually. The amount of
somewhere.
bottles that you've gone through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I drink my weight in glass every
Yeah,
day.
no judging. Yeah. What is it? What do you call it? It was 2 finger an ounce in England or whatever?
Oh, okay. So if you haven't heard already, we were on tour in England. You know how the old style, you order a drink and like 1 finger, 2 fingers. Well, if you order a double,
3 if she's lucky.
yeah, that's on the menu. That's on the menu at the Chicken Ranch as well, by the way. But so anyway, you order a double Jack Daniels in the United States, and you're going to get 3 fingers. You're going to get that right there. Right there. If you order a double Jack Daniels in England, you get that full of ice and then this much in the bottom. Not even 1 finger.
Is this metrics maybe?
Yeah,
Is fingers in metrics?
metric booze
They
is
got
not a good
metric
deal.
fingers over there.
Yeah, they have digital fingers over there. No, I'm telling you what.
Thin fingers, that's all.
Yeah.
Sausage fingers. Oh, yeah.
No, sausage fingers are thick like these.
Oh.
They got McDonald's
Kielbasa
French fry
fingers.
What?
They got McDonald's French fry fingers.
What was that movie where everybody had sausage fingers? Everything, everywhere, all the time.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, when the people had the sausage fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Hey,
Sausage.
it's one of many universes out there. Probably
One
has
of the
that.
writers was doing acid when they wrote that movie. I can promise you that.
The multiverse.
Bro, I wrote that movie when I took acid the first time.
Did you really? Are you getting any royalties?
No. They stole my idea.
He was on acid. He
astral
forgot to submit
projected.
the form.
I forgot to tell everyone that
The
I already
studio
wrote that movie.
CEOs astral projected to my psychedelic trip and took my idea.
Oh, those bastards.
But yeah, so come on.
So, and by the way, that voice that sounds like a ghost on the aux, he is the true innovator behind the sausage finger universe,
That's right.
Mr. Devin Merchant.
Woo!
I'm the one that fingers the sausages.
Oh my goodness, I'm never eating sausage again.
Yeah. I love how he doesn't even give himself any air horn or applause or whatever.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
And also, we're lucky enough to have our guest from last week back, Shane.
I don't know why.
Shane
I
Escoda?
don't know why he came back. Actually,
I enjoyed it. Last time was awesome. We had some great conversations. We had a few drinks.
You had a whole week to think about it,
I
and you
know.
still came back.
I know. This
I was
is-
contemplating.
judging his life.
but no doubt with the therapy of a quality counselor and the support of your close friends, you You got past it.
And shock therapy.
And you came back.
Yeah, and I had to beat all. I had to.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Who you beating here? Whoa.
Whoa, that was close.
Yeah.
I don't want to name any names. So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, Michael Jackson,
That's
just
how I
beat
got
it.
back. Just
You don't know how many people I have to beat to get over back to this podcast.
Beat up or beat off?
Anyway, so welcome back to the podcast, Shane.
yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Yeah, so what definitely you know, last episode you dropped some really good stuff, you know, conversation. And I know, you know, there's a little bit of a podcast where, you know, you and Devin were running a little bit of the conversation, which was about social media and how artists, bands, musicians, etc., should and could be leveraging these things to help kind of grow the footprint. You talked about, you know, kind of embedding their original music into other clips and memes and videos and shorts and reels and whatever the platform it may be. But it's definitely something, you know, the traditional track that I think of music, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, is that most musicians, you know, if you're still kind of thinking a little bit old school way, that how do you kind of get your music out there? It's a whole different platform, and whether it's, you know, hearing new music in video games now or in commercials. You know, I mean, hell, it's funny listening to a Motley Crue song or a Scorpion song that's in a car commercial, and it's
Call
like,
of
oh,
Duty
you're
multiplayer ad.
right,
well,
yeah.
I mean, even if you take it from the reverse perspective, and every famous musician's story starts with, we were rejected by every major label out there. And being rejected by major labels, what that means is flying to New York and breaking into their building and sneaking up to somebody's office, you don't even know who they are, and knocking on their door and go, I got a tape. And having security like drag you out after they listen to it and laugh. So taking it from the negative perspective.
While they're dragging your way, they're screaming, wait for the beat to drop.
Yeah, for free, you can have millions of people reject you right from your own house.
Yeah.
But that's just from the backwards perspective. The forward perspective, which Shane is talking about, is that you can be exposed to millions of people just playing your guitar or singing right into your phone for free right now.
From your living room.
It is an entirely different music business than it was 20 years ago. Entirely.
Yeah, absolutely. To touch on that, I think that, you know, I don't want people to listen to this and think, oh, I got to focus on my videos. I got to make TikToks. Don't lose sight of what's really important. You know, your art, the music. Make sure that you're happy with whatever it is that you're putting out. I mean, Michelangelo didn't look at his sculptures and be like, oh, you know what? Like, there's some things I would have changed. Maybe he did. I don't know, you know, but there's some things I would have changed, but I'm just going to put it out anyway. You know, I'm not fully happy with it, but, which, you know, you are your biggest critic, so you might feel that way and others might feel differently, but I think the most important thing is that you're happy with it before you start doing these TikToks, Instagram reels, all that shit. That's just like, it's really just a distraction from the real art. Keep the art separate, promote it, you know, business
Can't sell
side
an
of it.
unfinished product.
Exactly. You know, like keep business and the art separate, but don't be afraid to lean into the business side. Don't be afraid to be your own manager. Don't be afraid to promote yourself, and don't rely on anybody. You know, if you're someone who's pulling all the weight, if you're trying to get other people motivated, if you're trying to pull other people's weight, you might as well just do it yourself, because, you know, it's not going to end well for you. You know, you're not going to.
Yeah. So it's interesting, Shane, because it's like the recent Bruce Springsteen movie that came out and talked about how Bruce just like stuck to his guns. This is what we're doing. Every critic said, no, this ain't going to work. And, you know, to be honest, I'm not a big, other than like the popular songs, right? I'm not really a big Bruce Springsteen fan, right? But, you know, just hearing saying, you know, his vision, saying this is what I'm doing, you know, and I'm not going to fall into what everyone else is telling me to do, end up being, you know, a big hit, right? Particularly about the movie, I think is focused on Deliver Me from Nowhere or somewhere, and I'm getting mixed up, but to your point, is don't chase everyone else. Don't chase the algorithms. Just keep doing what you're doing, because then at the end of the night, you're still going to be able to put your head in the pillow. You're still going to feel like I'm me, right? You know.
Yeah, what you're both talking about is be an artist for your own art's sake. Chase your own art. Perfect your own art. Because anybody who's a copycat is just clear. You can see it from miles away. Got to have your own art. You got to have your own thing. But then you can use copycat techniques for promoting that unique art. It's a totally different thing. And you described that quite well last week.
Yep. Yeah, I think that, staying true to yourself and, not letting anybody, it's different when you're in a band. You guys are all, a band that's everybody's pulling the same weight. You guys are all putting your artistic flair onto a song and you're creating something together. Whether it's a songwriter that's like, hey guys, let's do this. Like someone in the band wrote the song, let's try this. Let's see what you guys put on it. And then, it ends up being a hit song. Or whether it's, you're by yourself and you're in the studio yourself, you're doing the drums, you're doing the bass. At the end of the day, nobody's opinion matters but your own. If you're happy with it, like you said, you can rest easy, I could never sell an album or have a stream, anything like that, sell a CD, whatever, and be happy knowing that my music was recorded to my standards. I could care less what everybody else thinks at that point.
Yeah, I don't chase the algorithms, right? And I know that's tough because, as you said last week, you're trying to grow, you're trying to get the right things to hit, and so it's almost like the new technology is a curse and a blessing.
Absolutely.
Because there's so much opportunity, but it's also a double-edged sword, I think, as well.
It's easy to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Actually, Rick Beato has spoken on this subject quite specifically, and he talked about the fact that because the bar to entry is so low, all you need is to put your phone on lean it against a glass of water on your kitchen table, and play your guitar, and you're out there. The industry is saturated. Like Spotify gets 1,000 new songs every day, 1,000 plus. So there's like zillions of people out there, lots of competition. But it's this, like, I just thought of this recently. It's the same kind of deal where, like, a lot of people will go in the old days, a lot of people would go to a big city because there's lots of gigs there. Well, let's say you live in Fort Pierce, Florida, like I did, and maybe there's 25 gigs to be had on a given weekend in the city, and there's 50 bands trying to get them, right? You go to New York, now there's 25,000 gigs there, but there's 25 million bands trying to get them.
Right.
So it's actually harder. So the thing in which is still true is, rule your own backyard before you try to go and rule someone else's bigger backyard.
So just
You ever heard that phrase? I went to your hood and nobody knew you.
No. Would something that comes to mind is, and again, we're dying to get them.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't bring that point around, but
sorry.
it's true. In the virtual world, it's the same thing. That was my point. It's still the exact same thing. All right, sorry, go ahead.
So somebody who we're dying to get on the podcast, we've done a song review of theirs, and they're now out there touring with John 5 and is Vern Dazel.
Oh, Vern Dazel.
Right.
Oh, yeah, heard of them.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's like, hey, I'd love to have you on the podcast. He's like, dude, I'm working every Tuesday. I already booked every Tuesday until 2027. I'm like, really?
Yeah. But, the following, the growth, and, every time they post something, it's like, shit.
Yeah, they're great.
And
Now they're on tour with John 5 right now and Richie Kotzen.
It just goes to show that good music will always come up on top.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
you could be posting every single day. You could be making live streams, doing music videos, promoting. But at the end of the day, if you're not if you're not like really tight, if you have a band, if you're not really like really good, people are going to see through it. You know, like it's not even about being good. It's just about like if you're not being genuine, if people aren't seeing like art and they're seeing something that's forced and like more like, oh, this person's more of like an influencer than like a musician. They're just also doing music
That's what I was talking
they're
about.
an
It's
influencer.
it's interesting because Apostoli had talked. Remember, he talked about this, right? Or
He
you know,
did.
about getting gigs off of because of social media followings
Yeah.
and so forth.
Not
right?
so much the quality of the music. And that's a big thing too, is there's bands out there that are just so good and they don't have to do social media because they go and do a show and people go out and see the show. And this
Right.
applies to many bands, you know, and you might not capture, you know, you might not be able to show everything that you have to offer at a show sometimes. And, you know, people might not come back to the show because of that. But if you are a well-rehearsed band and everybody sees that, like, oh, this band, these are people that are fully committed and this is art and I can feel it in my bones, like the music is hitting me, I'm coming back to the next show. And so people have success like that still, don't get me wrong. But there's people who, you know, may not have the same talent or they didn't put in as much work as they should have. And then now they're using their social media, which they gain followers from like doing dances or something that has nothing to do with music. And now all of a sudden they have 1 million followers and like, you know what? I feel like I'm a musician now.
Well, I think it's like what Kevin mentioned last week was talking about, you know, the term that was used before social media came out was content creators. And you're right. It's like, you know, yeah, it's become the necessary evil to have to do all this stuff because this is the new game. But yeah, I agree with you. Right?
You see the same thing in the like producing world on YouTube where you have so many people who are like they get a following for making like tips and tricks how to mix your song and sound like the radio or whatever, and then they make a bunch of money because they sell some bullshit distortion plugin or saturation plugin or something, and then I'm a producer now.
Right. And listen, everybody should do music. Music is the best thing that humans have ever created, okay? Everybody should do it. And I think that you should do it, but for the right reasons, okay? If you're doing music and you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to do music and I'm just going to put it out right away. Everybody's going to hear it because I have 1 million followers. I don't care if it's like not that good. People are still going to listen to it. It's whatever. I didn't put too much work into it. The other side of that is that there's people who have always been doing music or always had an interest in music, but they didn't they had a social media presence and in the background they're making music because it fulfills them. Right. And they're like, you know what? I have this big following and you know what? Music is my passion, and I think I'm actually I think people would enjoy this music, and it can help people. So I'm gonna just give this a try. I'm gonna put out my music, and if people like it, it's okay. If they don't, that's fine, because I love it. It's my art, and it's okay. I'm not putting it out because I want people to give me money. I'm not putting it out because I want clout. I'm putting it out because it's my art, and I want to share it with people. And an example of this. I'm not sure of the artist's name, but he made that song. It's like Ordinary. I don't know if you get. It's a pop song. It's been a pretty popular song. It's like Ordinary. I don't really know the lyrics, but he started off as a YouTuber, and
I can find this song.
yeah, he put out the some music, and it turned out to be really, really good. And now he's touring and he does music full time. Right. And all of his content from before was, you know, it doesn't matter because now he has his whole audience for what he truly
learn from here. This point.
Teddy Swims did that.
Alex Warren.
Yep. Alex
Alex
He was a
Warren.
YouTuber
But
before.
Oliver Anthony was another one.
Oliver Anthony,
right?
yep,
There was
yep.
like his old
And
right, yeah.
he that is one of those, that is one of those like rare instances where someone posts a video of pure talent and it's recognized universally.
Right.
Everybody's just like, this is unbelievable. Like, just out in the forest and hearing a raw vocal from the soul speaking about real things. And I think that it resonated with a lot of people.
So this is kind of interesting. Is this just recently, CBS has a new show on I think Sunday nights called The Road, and it's they took a bunch like 12 musicians and it's a country at essence, and they're Blake Shelton and Keith Urban. They're going to perform, and it's like their own little reality TV show loosely. And one of local musicians, Cassie Daniels, who used to live here with Brian from Bubble Ups, and big connection with her. But anyway, so it's a part of the getting out there, and these are the kinds of new things that kind of get the word out there. And a lot of these musicians are like that have been. This first episode that I saw was. Some of them have already written music, songwriters who've had songs, have already been sung by others, and some are performers. And it's kind of like getting that word out there. How do you kind of break through those things?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think there's plenty of avenues to go down. Like it depends on what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and what you're comfortable with. I think like there's songwriters out there who, I wouldn't mind writing songs for other artists who I feel, their voice might fit. And I've done that before for other artists, and just kind of helping write, and not so much like being like, oh, like this is, I want credit here. Just kind of just being like pointing in the right direction, because I'm a songwriter, and it's like kind of a curse and a blessing, because I'll write a song, I'll be excited about it. And I think a lot of people are like that.
and there's a lot on the show that talked about that. Like exactly that. They wanted to step forward on their own, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, will write a song and they'll be excited about it. They won't record it. Then they'll lose interest. They'll write a new song, and the cycle just continues. And I personally have struggled with that myself. But going back to like different avenues that you can go down, you can either, if you don't want to be that person who's in the, front and just be in the background writing songs for people, there's plenty of people who do that. There's producers, it just depends on what you really want to do. If you want to be the songwriter who's also, in the limelight, who's also, dealing with paparazzi, all that bullshit, like to each their own. Everybody can do that. I personally feel like there's a line where I would stop, wanting to be like, there's like a threshold where you get too famous, and it's just like life is meaningless, and you just can't go anywhere without enjoying and just having a normal life.
Right. And that's what I talked about last week, was the realization when I went to that Nashville trip, was everything in my mind of what a musician, rock star, or whatever was melted, because here I was in Nashville doing a drum workshop that weekend, and the drummer for the biggest country band in the world in his house. And it was like, wait a minute, and so it was like, it was a different kind of aspect of, like I said, it's like, hey, I've got a steady gig. I'm a musician. These are what I do. I'm okay with these things,
Well, but that's an indication of all the kind of stuff that we're talking about. And the music world is becoming like everything is a niche, and
I think that's the internet did that.
whatever it is, it's not like everyone's listening to the same song anymore. It's like every type of group is listening to their song, and there's millions of different kinds of groups.
Nobody's watching the same shows. Nobody's watching the same.
I
think that's broadly an internet thing.
Yeah, and I agree. And because of that niche thing, musicians are able to reach out to the people that are subscribed to them and say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna come on over to the house. I'll teach you how to do what I do." Yeah. I mean, that never would have happened 25 years ago. Yeah. Never.
Yeah, I think it's opened a lot of doors, like social media, like to just connect with people. And like there's plenty of people that I've just been able to connect with that I would have never even met in my life if it wasn't for the internet. To what we were talking about just a couple minutes ago, like some people, not everybody's a songwriter. Some people just want to play bass. Some people just want to get up in the morning, play drums, get paid, go home to their family.
Yeah.
And I've worked with musicians who already toured. They've already gone across the world. They did the touring. They're older now. They want to sit down. They want to relax. They want to start a family and still play the drums, but not be in the limelight, not touring. They still want to, be a musician, studio musician, that kind of thing. And they genuinely want that. They don't want to be in the limelight. They don't want fans chasing them around and whatnot. And, maybe they won't if they're with a band, with a solo artist, you know what I mean? So that's what they tend to go towards. And starting a band's a whole different thing. It's like, this is what, like, I need to put all my marbles into this band.
Right.
Like, when you're hired, it's like, okay, I get to use my talent, and I don't have to go and work a regular job. And I think that's like what a lot of people crave. Like, they don't, and a lot of people like to think of musicians as these fame-hungry people who just want to be in the limelight. They want to be chased by fans, all that shit. But at the end of the day, that's just not everybody's dream.
Kevin does.
Well, not everybody.
wants to
That's
rip
just
his
not
clothes
everybody's
off.
dream,
That doesn't happen too often, honestly.
Yeah,
I have a question for you before we get too far off the topic. You said about you had experienced that cycle of writing, recording, or not recording, and then sitting on it, losing interest, doing a new one, cycle repeat. What happened to you to shake that?
So to shake that, like, you kind of just have to be disciplined. You kind of just have to step outside, like, just take a step out of your body real quick and be like, how am I going to feel about this song in a few months? Okay. When I listen to any song, like, do you get tired of any song if you listen to it too much? Now imagine writing that song and it's in your head and you're like happy about it for the first few weeks because it's just, and then like it'll be like a catchy riff or a catchy chorus and you're like singing it in your head, and before you know it, you're like, okay, I'll get to it like tomorrow, and like you're still singing in your head, and then you're like, okay, now it's like an earworm and it's just like kind of annoying me, like what's going on? Like, at that moment, like, you just have to step outside your body and be like, listen, motherfucker, you need to record this right now. Okay. Record it while the juice is fresh, record it right now while you're still inspired by this song, because in a couple weeks, you're not going to feel the same way. And on top of that, it's not going to, like, you're not going to be able to perform because you're not feeling the like excitement from it. Like you get a new car, right? Let's say you get a new car. You guys have all bought a car before. You drive it home. Oh, this is the best. A week goes by. Oh my gosh, I got my car. 2 weeks go by. All right, car's gonna get a little dirty, but it's okay. I'll wash it. A month goes by. All right, I'm driving to work. It's just my car. After a while, it's just your car, and you're getting to work. You're going to the grocery store. You're not excited about getting in your car. So use that inspiration, the excitement that you get with writing a new song, use that and get into the studio. Even if you're recording a demo, have something to listen back to be like, oh my gosh, like, this is cool. Or be like, you know what, like, this one's just going to go in the vault. But like, Ed Sheeran said it best. Like, if you think of like a pipe, a clogged pipe, okay, nothing's going to flow through. Okay. If you're constantly writing and putting it out, that pipe is going to flow, it's just going to keep bringing new ideas. But if you stay stuck, you're going to stay the same artist. You're never going to grow as an artist. And I've found myself like trying to perform and write and record songs that I wrote like years ago. And I'm like, this doesn't make me feel the same way. Like, I have this new song that I wrote that's who I am today. But, oh man, like I haven't even recorded these songs from all this time. So now I'm just playing catch up, So personally, I'm playing catch up. I think if I can get to that, when I can catch up, I can start writing new music, which I'm already doing, but recording. And yeah, just like I said, just don't sit on music. Just record it any way you can.
So what is that term we always hear about Michael Jordan say, you miss, or Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Just crank it out.
Crank 'em
Churn,
out. Yeah.
right? And then the flow of the process.
Songwriting is a muscle like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it. The more often you do it, the easier it is to do it more often.
So speaking of some songwriting, so you've got some new material yourself, right?
I have new material myself. Yeah.
So
I've got my second album is currently under construction, and so there's that.
Okay.
Nice.
Right,
I'm expecting to have it released by the end of the year.
Ooh.
Or possibly early 2026. and no pressure, but I got a tour to support it already scheduled, so I need to go ahead and finish it.
Well, it's good that you're on a podcast that you can promote this music.
Yes, it's the second album is going to be called Gotta Get Out.
So I guess we may have another appearance of Freya to do some songs.
I guess I'll be the only one who gets his own song reviewed in front of him.
And
We just have to
will
make
we-
him walk out the room.
Where can we find your music?
Oh, it's everywhere that music is had.
And the name,
Kevin McLoughlin.
Kevin McLoughlin,
So-
on all platforms?
If you go on social media, all you got to do is type in hashtag Kevin M, and you'll find me.
Perfect.
And or you can go to the Kevin McLoughlin, KevinMcLaughlinBand.com
Perfect.
or kmb.rocks, and you'll find me. You can get all the links to my music, everything
Awesome.
else.
Yeah, I like that you're keeping it like consistent with the naming and all that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's got to
really
be
important.
easy to find.
Yeah.
I'm on Spotify and whatever other streaming platforms. I'm on Bandcamp. If you don't live near me and you can't get to a show, you can buy my merch right there on Bandcamp, and subscribe, like, do all that sort of social media kind of stuff. But hashtag Kevin M will take you anywhere you want to. We'll lead you to everything else.
So last week I was here. We talked a lot about like what I got going on, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really learn too much about what you guys do, what instruments you play, what you perform, all that kind of thing.
So I play the guitar.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and I play the pitch slap. I feel like I have hair again, and I'm tucking it behind my ears. That's weird.
Yeah, you're me.
This left earpiece is being rebellious. Needs
So,
to be disciplined.
Yeah, so this goes back to a little bit of a break from when I was podcasting, walking through the Mandalay Bay in Vegas, and I saw the sign that said Rhythms and Riffs. I'm like, I think I'm ready to have a co. I want to, I'm ready to kind of let go a little bit of this whole control thing about a solo podcast that I did before with Drums and Rums. And I hit him up and I said, hey, I have a great idea for a podcast. I have a name. It's called Rhythms and Riffs. So you and I, we're drummers and a guitar player. He goes, sounds good, but let's call it Riffs and Rhythms. A typical. So then
Well, it rolls off the tongue a little better.
What's the last thing the drummer ever said before he got kicked out of the band? I got a song.
This is gonna be this is where we're doing this podcast. Oh, okay. Oh, good. It didn't take that long to start hearing the drummer jokes, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
No,
So,
but
yes,
yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we had so we got a mutual friend, through Brad and Brock and and so forth. So I think it's.
Well, we
been
met
kinda
each other
good.
on the Brad's
exactly,
podcast.
yeah.
He showed up with a bunch of rum, and I was like,
You were
"This
sold.
guy's cool."
Yeah, soul, right?
He's got the room. I'm in.
Oh, and that's the thing. What was the Doc Brown's rum? The
really
night I
bad-
met him, he came
Really
in,
bad rum.
He had Doc Brown's really
Oh,
bad
gosh.
rum, and he
Back to the
made
Future 3.
he made a yes
Tropical
exactly.
depression.
And here we
A
pour
what's it
whiskey.
called?
Tropical depression.
Tropical depression. So I got half of that recipe right, and then I think within days we went down to Key West, and so I asked the bartender for like dark rum and this and that in there, and I'm expecting this to be like this amazing drink, and I drank it, almost spit it on the bar. I was like, this is fucking
This is
awesome.
in Key West.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
This doesn't taste like pomade.
Does it taste like pomade? Yep, Doc Brown's really bad rum. And he's like, why would we have really bad rum? I'm like, I'll take a Jack Daniels, please. Like, this is awful.
Yeah, but that's how again we started the show here. And again I didn't really know Kevin all that well other than through Brad, right, and his show and so forth. And you were a fixture of the show every so often, and vice
Yeah, I'm
versa.
like the Charles Nelson Riley of
right, yeah.
the JNC podcast.
So
Look that up, kids.
And speaking of, so if you missed last week's episode with the JNC Halloween, what do they call it?
Spooktacular.
Escape
Escape
room.
room.
Right, yeah. So where
The harrowing experience of escaping the room.
So go back and watch that video to see how Kevin never could get out of the escape room.
Well, the first time we did a Halloween spooktacular, I literally got my pants scared off of me.
Is that a?
It was their highest rated episode ever.
He wore a toga.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they gave away free microscopes to watch.
So I'm not the only
No.
one using microscopes over here.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. So yeah, but that's how we connected and so forth. And
I should have said magnifying glass. Sorry, it's not that bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass
Yeah.
helps a lot.
Yeah.
he needed to use a flux
I was
capacitor.
I was confused too.
Yeah,
But yeah, Shane,
It's getting hot in here.
yeah, kind of. It's getting
Oh,
embarrassing.
geez,
in here.
wow, yeah. See, and this episode is brought to
We
you
don't-
by Adam and Eve. For all your aids,
Yeah,
whichever-
Bausch and Lomb magnifying glasses.
Yeah,
We don't have access to electron microscopes.
yeah,
Oh man, no, stop it.
yeah. The Hubble telescope will be on its way.
No, that's why they had to go clean it because the grain of sand was
I
blocking.
know.
the
Well,
view.
yeah, because it's too busy looking at Uranus.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you know.
I made a lot of money the first year that.
For sure, right? Yeah, yes. So now you
How's
see,
James
Shane,
Webb
the
going?
difference about our podcast compared to
Yeah.
others, right? Yeah.
So how's James
It's a little
Webb
bit-
telescope going?
Yeah,
Space
Oh,
comedy.
that one's a lot more uncomfortable. I can tell you that.
Space comedy.
Yeah, space.
Look at the stars, right?
Oh, speaking of space, it's been a few weeks, but I'm to the point where I can talk about it. My very first guitar idol was Ace Frehley. He passed away, and I'm really sad about it. And it has brought me back to when I was a kid, staring at the Ace Frehley poster on my bedroom wall for hours and hours, imagining myself in that spot with the smoking guitar. And still sometimes on stage, I'll grab that pose and be like, yeah, so I'm Ace Frehley.
Yeah, 2025 was a tough year.
And we're not done yet.
Yeah.
There's plenty more to go.
We lost
People-
Ozzy, Ace,
Oh,
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, a lot. Who was it that just passed away recently? Kevin told us. The lead singer for somebody from the 90s.
Kevin.
I don't know. Some unnamed lead singer. Yeah, he's very
Unnamed.
popular.
See,
Honestly,
back to my point.
not very
Bands. We don't know.
popular.
We
Yeah,
just knew the band.
Getting old.
but people are dying all the time.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is aging out. We need some new ones.
I think that, like, we talked about it last week. Bands are coming back. Younger kids are making bands again. I mean,
Also,
high school kids making bands.
I had to look it up because I forgot the name, but the Sam Rivers, the bassist for Limp Bizkit, died.
Oh,
Oh, that's who it
yes,
was.
yeah,
Basis for Limp Bizkit.
yeah. So, yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
quite
but there
quite
are a
bit.
lot of new bands. A lot of,
His last words were, "I didn't do it all for the nookie."
That was OJ's last words.
Wow. Hashtag. Yeah. He did it for other reasons. So Shane, we do a segment here on our show called the Riff and Review. Would you like to go ahead?
This segment has a name now. Cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, we review songs.
Yeah.
And we review them from the standpoint of, is it the riff that makes it a good song, or is it the rhythm? And typically, it's just whatever sticks in my head the best after the song is over is what I pick.
All right, I'm excited. I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about Reverse Oreo. Actually, I met them one
Yep.
time, just like said hi.
This
I
is
was
good
like, I've
'cause-
seen you
'cause
guys on Instagram.
You introduced the song before we did.
Yeah, that's okay. Reverse Oreo.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right.
Blonde on the outside,
I see.
dark in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the screen right in front of me, so I'm
Hey.
like,
Huh?
but yeah, I'm excited. I met them for like a second. I was like, oh, I've seen you guys. Yeah. I've met their fans also, like just randomly, like seen like a fan wearing a T-shirt, and they're like, yeah, like I'm their fan. I'm their. Yeah. They were also like, oh, they're buddies of mine, which brings me to my next point. Like, your first fans should be your friends, your good friends.
Yeah.
If you're noticing your friends aren't really
showing
showing it like
Yeah.
maybe they're not your real friends. You know?
Oh, you might suck,
yeah. You might.
and
suck.
you should retool a
Yes,
little bit. That's
yes,
also
yes, it is. But a good friend will tell you that you suck.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Or just listen, you could have it's good, but I think that I'm your friend. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you could have done a little bit more on the production side. You could have had tighter vocals. You could have done that. Just give some constructive criticism
Yeah.
without being a dick.
yeah. Yeah, and so in this segment, we don't go too hard in the paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
We try to just say, hey, what is the song that we all think represents? Is it the riff or the rhythm that makes the song?
Absolutely. Not whether or not it's a good or a bad song. It's just about the riff or the rhythm.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and listen to this. This is Psychosis by Reverse Oreo.
You play that game of pushing for your wrath, the center of it all. No one here to blame except myself. Time to know that I'm just fueled by doubt. You come to crush my self-esteem. Your mortal self-destructive scheme. I can't confess how bad it seemed. And it's such a scream. Send me away, away. My gut's still bleeding and I'm to blame. Away, away. And it all just feels the same to say. My mind goes blank, it's a crying shame for me to blame away. No peaceful protest in my brain. Your selfish actions put you to shame. I'll reach inside and tear you down. My inner machination crowd. You come to crush my self-esteem. Your mortal self-destructive scheme. I can't confess how bad it seems. And it's time to scream. Send me away, away. My gut's still bleeding and I'm to blame. Away, away. And it all just feels the same to say. My mind goes blank, it's a crying shame for me to blame. Away.
Drummer's good.
Jeez.
Very Green Day here. Oh, that was cool.
We're not the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. Go. Send me away, away. My gut's still bleeding and I'm to blame. Away, away. And it all just feels the same to say. My mind goes blank, it's a crying shame for me to blame. Away.
Woo!
Oh my.
Wow. Oh, first thing I got to say is that the drummer stands out
Oh yeah.
in this. I mean, and that weird edit in the middle was jarring and cool as a result.
I thought the song was over. Actually.
yeah, it was just like, what? I
love
Oh,
that.
it's still another song. Oh, that's the same song. Yeah,
yeah.
very well recorded. Great playing all the way around.
That drumming and doing anything, yeah.
It's hard to decide really whether it was the riffs or the rhythm because the drums obviously stood out to me, but also the riffs. It seemed like they had, they had different riffs, but made them the same riff at the same time, which is like very interesting to me. They just went into different riffs very smoothly.
Okay.
I think after that weird edit, it was all different. But before that, I got to give it a tie. It was the rhythm in the verse and the riff in the chorus.
Ooh.
because for the verse it was like, but then in the chorus it was so I mean equal weight. I would have to go riff them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you familiar with rhythm?
Riff.
Them. That's when it's a tie.
You know, I was the whole time I was listening to the song, I was like, "Oh God, are they gonna like hate me for giving it a tie? Is that even a possibility?"
Yes,
I'm like,
yes, we do. Yes, we will hate you. Actually, yes.
You know,
We do
that
hate
is.
you.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and give them a riff them as well.
Okay.
I just think it was an all around well-rounded song, and I could hear that on the radio any day. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will lean a little towards the rhythm, but I definitely hear what you guys are saying, and we need to come up with shirts with Lefty's face and just say riff them. Yeah, go ahead, Devin.
I think riff them wins out also, but I kind of agree with Paul that if I had to pick a second place, I would say rhythm for me.
Okay.
That's funny because if I was gonna pick a second place, I would have picked riffs.
I just for some reason I was paying attention a lot to the bass and the drums.
Right. Yeah.
I'm all about the simple riffs, man. The simple riffs that stick in your head. It's an earworm, man. And I'll be surfing, I'll be skating, and not have any headphones in, and I'll just be. I know in just a couple days I'm gonna be at the skate park and I'm gonna hear this song in my head. You know.
So I'll
It's because you're skating and surfing. You can't hear the low end anyway.
Oh, that and tinnitus. You know.
This just sounds like a skater song to me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, for sure, right? So we're gonna do a skate video after this podcast, actually.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we've built a half pipe in the back.
Shout out to Abacoa Skate
yeah.
Park.
Yeah, Shane's got a skateboard in the car.
Yeah, I do. Actually. And my surfboard.
There you go.
We're gonna go night surfing, full moon.
But can you skate on the surfboard?
Oh,
You suck if you can't.
yeah.
So
Sorry. I have put a surfboard on a skateboard, and then after that, drank 3 whiskeys.
Land surf.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised the
Yeah.
whiskeys
And
didn't
then
come
totally
first
forgot.
in that decision.
No, I totally forgot about my contraption altogether.
yeah.
Woke up 3 days later. No.
What is that like? Talking Head songs. How did I get here?
Yeah.
Same as it ever was.
All right, so we can have Devin.
I'm still riff them.
Oh, okay. All right, so I've been probably outnumbered then. So
I mean, is
like
that
I
a
said,
good
rhythm's
thing?
Still my second
Oh,
place.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
would you
Good
want
or
a song
bad.
to be
Yeah.
like, hey, have you? I
yeah.
noticed the riffs a lot, but the rhythm.
But that's the whole crux of the thing is it's not about good or bad.
Right, I got you.
right, yeah.
What just stands out to you? And I think just like when a song doesn't like pick at you at any point, and you're just like, oh, that didn't sound too good to my ear. That's not something that's not something that happened just now when I listening.
Yeah,
to this.
exactly. And the thing that I noticed the most is whoever the drummer is, those kind of super fast triplet snare things, they usually fall apart like right before the one. And he was on it
Tight.
every beat. So
Tight. Shout out drummer.
yeah.
Shout
good
out to the
job.
drummer.
Reverse Oreo drummer.
Am I wrong in saying that the vocals were interesting because they actually sounded a lot less processed, like drier than you would
Yeah.
normally
I like
expect in
that.
a recording?
It
I
was
like
a little
it too.
more raw.
It was it was more
Very
raw.
Green Day with the vocals.
It sounded like I was at their show. You know?
Yeah, it sounded
Right, yeah.
exactly.
And I like
Sounded
that.
like I was hearing him in the room.
I like that a lot. It's
Well,
more
I
of a
think
live sound.
You're definitely I don't know if the genre is considered punk, but it's a
Yeah, I
little
would
bit-
say it's punk.
Yeah, I'm almost going back to like, is it a black skaters kind of stuff, back in the 80s, right? It's, straight edge kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe like
yeah.
early 2000s stuff. I would say.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna like Black Flag kind of stuff.
Yeah,
way
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
right?
it does have hints of that, like the classic punk.
Yeah.
Like roots punk. So I really like that.
I mean, for me, growing up in the in the 80s and around a little bit of that skate culture is
Wait, let's get this straight. You have not grown up.
no, that's true. I have not.
But when you started trying, was in the 80s?
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There you go.
So, but yeah, there's
Never
a lot
grow
of
up, kids.
You know, but for me growing up, right, you know, during that late '80s, mid '80s time frame, is a lot of that, you know, hardcore, you know, skate stuff. You know, if you go watch old skate videos, that's what it reminds me of. That's
Right.
my point.
Thrash.
I think skateboarding, as a skateboarder, someone who's done it their whole life, there's always been this "I don't give a fuck" mentality that goes along with it, and I think that punk rock, you know, really resonates with skaters in that way. And when you're skating and you're moving around, that's exactly the type of song you want to hear. You want to hear, you know,
it's your soundtrack
exactly
to what your activity.
Exactly, it really is, and you know, that's just the whole culture kind of fused together in early 2000s, 90s, early 2000s, and into today as well.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there we have it.
Riding the half pipe and narrowly escaping death at every turn.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we bringing out the full pipe. No more half pipe. We're gonna build a full pipe.
A full pipe. Just bring a concrete pipe.
Yeah, giant. Well, that's how they
big-
started. That's how it started. But they had to build them bigger because those big concrete pipes were really small spot to skate in. But we built a half pipe. We would build them out of wood and skate them.
Is it so? Here, speaking, it's super crazy about a generational person, right? Is somebody like Tony Hawk, right? Every generation for the last 3-4 generations,
Yeah, Tony
know
Hawk's
know
been
who he is,
skating
right?
since
The legend.
forever.
Yeah, right. You know, for
And he's still skating. He's still like.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
55.
Didn't he
he's-
break a record for
he's,
something?
yeah,
recently?
well,
Plenty of the records.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
But like, didn't
Yeah.
he do one recently? I remember seeing something on a.
When
on
did
a
he start?
feed.
Like
I think
he came to prominence in like the late '80s, and he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
skating now.
Yeah, I mean, skateboarding. I know this is like a little off. I guess it's not off topic. We're talking about it, but skateboarding is one of those sports that you'd never have to stop doing. It's kind of like music. You never have to stop doing it. Like say football. Okay, you're gonna be doing football until maybe senior year of high school. Maybe if you're lucky, you could play college ball. And man, like good luck getting to the NFL. After high school, you're not going to go play football. You can go play flag football with your friends once a month or something like that. But skateboarding,
it's always
surfing, those kind of things, you know, you can always just go
lifelong
do it.
stuff,
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
your knees are going to be destroyed. Mine are. But
Keep
Yeah.
keep taking that collagen.
yeah.
Collagen
Yeah, well,
intake is important.
skin- grows back.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah, but if, you know, because obviously you talked about this, right? You obviously you skate, you surf, etc. Is for those that are, you know, trying to tie the music in there, is like there's a lot of that skate, surf, punk music around that genre time frames and late '80s, and I still just very amazed by, you know, I grew up, did a little bit of skateboarding, and then my kids know who Tony Hawk is. You know, it's almost like very
Well, he had his own video game in the early
Yeah, right.
'90s.
yeah.
right?
It's
He's
almost
had
like
four of them.
Right, yeah. But so another person that kind of blows my mind about that is like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's another one of those who's generational lives. You know.
He's right.
Trans what?
Well, I don't know.
Transgeneration.
Generational.
Trans hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think just skateboarding has that tie to music. You know, there's not just a lot of people just like it for the aesthetic. You know,
Yeah.
they just like the skateboarding aesthetic, but it's a freeing experience. You know, you're not anywhere but there when you're doing it. Surfing's on another level. That shit's like psychedelic.
Right.
You're on a fucking wave for 5 seconds. It feels like you're there for an eternity, and just there's no real way to describe it other than pure.
It's like sex for Paul. 5 seconds feels like an eternity for him.
Wow.
oh man, but yeah, you know, it just
Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah, because I
oh gosh.
fuck you, Devin. Yeah,
But I totally know
got
what you
shit to
mean
do.
because believe it or not, back in the day, I skated, and those moments of weightlessness when you're on, you got the perfect line, and it's happening all without you, and it's just you're there. That's the bomb.
There's being fully present in the moment, and a lot of people struggle with like dreading on the past or worrying about the future. And something that that's really helped me just ground me, like just keep me grounded.
Yeah, that's a good point because maybe that has done that for me too.
And music's the same way. You can't be anywhere else when you're creating a song. You're freestyling a song. You have a subject that you want to write about. You're on that subject. You're not about, or you are writing about the past, and it's a great way to just get it out.
Right.
And so combining, skateboarding or any other hobby that you enjoy and just trying to find similarities and just trying to find peace, that's what it's all about. Just being present and not just having an experience that's not allowing you to even worry about the future or the past.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to be present in that moment because if not, it's a life-threatening experience. You start thinking about what you got to do tomorrow, and you're gonna face plant.
You're gonna
Shit.
you take an arrow to the knee.
Did I leave the iron? Did I leave the iron on?
Yeah, did I leave the oven? Turns out you did.
Yeah.
So now you've
When you're,
no, my
now you
hands-
cracked your head open and you come
when
home.
your
and
when your
house
legs
is
twisted the other way, like, oh shit, maybe I didn't.
I left the stove on.
Yeah.
Oh no, my Vans don't match. What should I do?
Oh god.
But I think that's a really great analogy you guys are talking about is, performing because you're in the moment. Whether you're dropping into a pipe, whether you're performing, you're in the moment, and
Hitting that note.
everything else is like,
It's just an indescribable experience. And I get the same experience from performing.
Yeah.
A little different. Skateboarding, a little different. Surfing, a little different. But they all come back to that same idea of being in the moment. And that is so important for everybody's mental health. If you're worrying about the past, especially the past, because it already happened, you can't change it.
Yeah,
Just
right.
move on. Easier said than done. But the future, like you can worry about the future. I wouldn't say worry, but you can plan. But if you're worried about the future, something that hasn't even happened or hypotheticals, like you're just going to go insane. You're not going to have any room to just be happy and be in the moment, like I said, so that's how I've been able to.
Well,
Hey, wise words.
Speaking of being in the moments, we started to touch on it slightly last week, but we didn't really get into the topic that deep. I wanted to hear more about how you conduct your live streams,
Yeah, absolutely.
how you conduct them, what you do on them.
Yeah, so starting off, how I started basically was...
Sorry, I
Well,
was
sorry.
conducting.
Yeah. So I started like during COVID on my live streaming, and what I did to start was when people came into my live stream, I was like, nobody's staying. Like, what's happening? Like, I'm singing songs. I'm not really the best yet. I've just started like really taking it seriously. Like, I've always done it, but now I'm taking it seriously. Now I'm performing. And
Can you
like,
set the picture a little more? Like, what were you performing at that time?
Gotcha. Okay,
Like,
so
what
at
were
this
was it
time I'm
just
in
vocal
college.
and guitar, or
Yeah. At this time, I'm in college. I'm in my college apartment, and all I did at that time was sing and play acoustic guitar.
Okay.
All I did at that time was play guitar, sing. I could play drums, here and there. Bass. If you play guitar, you can kind of play bass. But at that point, I was like, you know what? I need to like do something that's gonna get people to stay. Like, what's gonna get people to stay? Because people come across someone singing and stay for a couple minutes, be like, yeah, it's good, it's cool, I'll give them a follow, but I gotta fold the laundry, something like that. How am I gonna get people engaged to where they're sticking around and like they're getting something out of it? They're getting a dopamine hit, and I'm involving them. So I came up with an idea that later on a lot of people copied on TikTok live streams. Basically, I put a background, some words across the screen. Simple. Singing every name I see. Singing every name I see. And what did I do that day? I sang every name I saw. I put them in. I was like, Gloria, yeah, you got me. You know, in a storm, yeah, anything. just completely freestyling, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, this is gonna fail. This is ridiculous. I went from 2 viewers in my live stream to freaking out at the fact that I saw an 11,000 viewer count. 11,000 people watching me sing their name, hoping that I sing their name, and I'm over here like Gloria, Steve, Jerry, Arnold, fucking Gary, you know, fucking speed round.
There you go, man.
Yeah, but they're so tiny in there. Like, did you use like your
At first,
Did you
dude,
cast it to your
dude,
TV or something?
No, at first I was like fucking, oh my god, the fucking Jerry, Tammy, Larry, you know, just. But over time, you know, I was able to like really just relax and be like, okay, like just make this more fun, you know, like really freestyle with their names, like make them feel something like, Jerry, I know you're going through a rough patch, but everything's gonna be all right, you know, just something like that, and get them happy. And then more people come in hoping just so I'll say their name in front of all the people, and I'm like, I can't do this. There's so many people here.
There you go.
But
Your live streams, you do.
what started
Right.
from just being like, oh, I got all these viewers here. This is so cool. Like everybody's listening to my music. But then I started noticing little things popping up on the screen. I'm like, what's that? What is that little rose that I see on the screen? What's that
Cease and desist.
flower? You know, what's that little thing popping on the screen? Turns out they're gifts that people are donating because they're enjoying themselves. You know, they want a little like skip the line kind of deal with like, oh, say my name right now because I just sent you $1. And at that point, I was like, oh my God, I just found like a GTA 5 hack, you know, just like
Infinite money glitch.
infinite money glitch, basically. But, you know, at that point, I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep doing this. But I'm going to have a strong standpoint on like never asking for gifts, never begging or anything like that. Like making sure that everybody gets what they paid for, basically. If someone donates to me $20, I'm going to spend
Give
like
them-
a few
give them what
minutes
they want.
giving them a whole song to them, you know, because they're taking the time to spend their hard-earned money on me. And I'm like, so it's still, after 6 years of the same thing, it's still so unbelievable to me that people will spend their hard-earned cash just to like kind of fund this random musician's like crazy dream.
So Shane, Kevin's not going to ask you this, so I will.
Okay.
Are you doing fairly well financially from these streams?
Yeah, so
Are you a millionaire? We don't know it.
I'll say this, okay? Well, I touched on it last week. You know, that I was able to, you know, basically outperform people who have had record labels, that kind of deal, all by myself with no other external, you know, company or anything like that, any representation. I will say, to answer your question, that I was able to buy a house, you know, just a couple years ago, and you know, housing market is crazy. So if that says something, you know, I'm able to do it full time. I wouldn't say I'm well off. I would say that I'm comfortable, and I think that I'm happy. You know, I'm. There's like I said last week, there's a threshold where I don't want to be. I don't want to be that Sabrina Carpenter. I don't want to be that Post Malone. I don't want to be that, you know, huge artist that just can't have a normal life. I think that there's a point that I would want to get to, like I said, where I'm able to throw shows and pack a house, intimate shows. Would I do a stadium show? Of course. But I'm not out here actively like just I need to be famous. I need to be this. I want to be on the cover of this magazine. I want to live a normal life while still making music and making people happy. People who have, you know, there's people who have 100 million or 100,000 followers, right? You know, it doesn't mean anything. You know, you can have 1,000 followers who are actual fans and people who want to see you grow, and they're willing to donate to you to help you. And it's because they want to. It's not because you ask them to. It's because they see something and they believe in you. And if you can make people show you that, if you can make people see that, then you'll have major success.
So do we so what'd you call us last week, Devin? NPR, like the tiny desk, right? We should do a tiny desk series here.
Yeah.
Tiny what series?
Desk.
Desk.
Right. Yeah.
Desk.
Never heard
Desk.
desk. Yeah.
Tiny. I thought this was already a tiny
Paul's
desk.
just trying to work it so he'll win.
Yeah.
But it's desk.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a tiny dick concert.
Sponsored
Not
by
a- not a-
Bausch and
not-
Lomb magnifying glasses.
Not a
I thought we all had something in common here.
not a yeah, but I think that's really interesting what you're talking about, Shane, was when you have your rabid group, and like you said last week, was it helps you grow, and that's awesome that's why I asked that question. Do not pry too much into it, is how it's, you're able to do what you need to do and sustain financial, et cetera, right? That's what every musician, unless you're on the street and you're okay with, like you said, I'm okay with living in a van, traveling and gigging. I'm okay. Now, again, you're fairly younger than us, right? But are you gonna go live in a van, travel around the country?
I've actually done that.
Okay, no, I mean,
No,
I mean,
but not
right
now.
right
No,
now,
they make
right, yeah.
vans seem a little smaller than they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I'd rather live stream and
Yeah.
get roses thrown at me than live in a
Right.
van and play on the
Yeah.
corner.
yeah.
But
I
You don't even have
I
to play. Like you
Yeah.
could just go to the corner and hold up a sign that says "God bless you, anything helps," and make like $300 a day.
no, but I think there could be something here for sure, right? Is a maybe through maybe that's we're talking about something new here, is maybe there is a undercover live, and again, we're here at a tow truck company, we're already sharing space.
All right. Paul has just today switched from rum to whiskey, and this is what happens.
And I get frisky.
It gets frisky and repeaty.
No, I'm right there with you. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't
Hey,
worry.
don't-
So yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Hey, Kevin-
what Paul's
Kevin-
excited. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
what Paul's
Yeah.
excited about is
Kevin, don't worry. Frisky, whiskey makes you frisky, and rum makes me
the
come.
fact that no, and I can see it. It's written all over his face. What Paul's excited about is that someone could make a living by performing virtually,
Right.
and that is something
Yeah.
that didn't exist even 10 years ago.
and not just a living.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
can
it's-
you can do. I mean, there's people that do what I do that are they're millionaires, and they're the reason why they're millionaires is because they are insanely consistent. Like I'll do live streams from 10 p.m. at night till like 3 a.m. But some people just live on live stream. They live morning all the way. They sleep on live stream. You'll pop into a live stream and they're sleeping. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But there's that's people. It's not even like musicians. Sometimes like people who are just influencers, like they can just go live and they'll have a bunch of people in their live stream, and people are gifting them just because there's so many people in the live stream. Where I differ is like I'm actually like performing and like singing to people, and having to make sure that everybody is enjoying themselves and not just like going live and I've already got 1,000 people in here. I don't even have to do anything. So
Wow.
it's a little different, just
Yeah, modern world, you can make money while you're sleeping by live streaming as long as you got 10 million followers.
yeah. I mean, I do not do that. That's crazy. I think that it's better to just have a schedule. You're live at 10 p.m. every night. Everybody come on out. I'm live at 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. And that's a whole nother thing. It's like that's the downside of it.
That's
is
work.
Sometimes
You can't even.
Sometimes I've been live from 10 p.m. till like 5 a.m.
Do you have you ever with the camera from here up just peed in a cup while
Oh yeah, I've got
Yeah.
the catheter already. No, I do know people who actually wore adult diapers.
Yeah,
which
because
is actually crazy.
Like every night from
No,
10 p.m.
no,
to
no.
3 a.m. Like
No,
that's
I
usually
just
when I take a
I
pee
stand
the
up.
most.
No, I stand up and go pee in the backyard and just.
While you're live streaming.
Yeah, you just leave them for a couple seconds alone.
Oh, there you go.
They start
Yeah,
talking
right.
stuff, and then you come back and they're talking like, "Oh, he like," they're talking about you, and you're like, "Oh, what have you guys been saying?" And then it's mainly women.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say it's
Oh.
mainly women, older women.
Hey.
You know,
Hey, that's okay.
yeah, no, it's all right.
I need something to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cougars.
Some of
There's
them-
actually older women on TikTok. Wait a minute.
absolutely.
Of
course.
Are you sure this is real?
They love typing with one hand.
So your demographic is bean counters.
I don't want to get any more stains on this rug. But yeah, I think the genre of music
He's-
that I played kind of
I've lost
attracted
my audio here. Oh, he's popular with the accountants. Is what we're saying.
accountants' wives. I'm sorry. No. I think it's because when I do go live, I do a lot of classic rock covers. I do a lot of some of my music. Some of my originals are kind of
You go live after their husbands already went to bed.
yeah. Well, you know,
Oh,
hey,
10
to each
10
his.
p.m. Yeah,
I don't decide
those
what people
accountants
do in
gotta
their
wake
free
up early.
Listen, all I do is go live. What everybody else does with their life is beyond me, okay?
Well said.
If you're
that's
joining my live stream, if you're doing whatever you are behind that screen, listen, do it. I don't care. Just, it's not me, okay? I'm not making you do these things. Oh, gosh.
The Howard Stern maneuver.
You
But
know,
you gotta have fans.
right. I mean, it's not all.
Hey,
That's
hey,
part of it.
So,
So Shane,
Fans
so
Don't
So-
hook up with your
yeah.
broadcasts because they think
And
you're
that-
hideous.
Shane, have you played slide guitar with a vibrating dildo?
Only on Wednesdays.
Oh, there you go.
Catch me Wednesday.
Tune
everybody.
in tomorrow
Wednesday for the
uh,
dildo stream.
wait,
Yes.
so now that we've talked about what you like, how you kind of popped off, what do we expect from an average stream now?
Well done.
What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate?
Like we were talking about, you used to do singing and acoustic,
Right, so
and then you started doing singing people's names, and you got some traction. And I'm sure that wasn't the only thing you did.
Right, so-
what's like your routine now?
Yeah, so doing the singing the names thing was kind of what I was known for a while. Like people would join my live and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my name sung," and he's gonna freestyle it, and he's probably gonna do something funny with it. Because when I'm in the moment and there's lots of people, like shit just happens, you know. And it's like stuff that would never happen if nobody was watching.
And people got creative names on there.
Exactly. And so I'll rhyme that shit with whatever comes to mind, and people will start dying laughing because of some shit that I said. And then I'm dying laughing because of what I said. I'm probably a little baked as well. And, a few drinks probably. But at that point, I'm just like having a great time. Everybody's having a good time. And, but to answer your question, at a certain point, you get to a certain point where there's just like your regulars start coming back, and they don't, like at that point you're just like, okay, I'm not gonna stress my voice out like every night, just going, Jeremiah, Cynthia, oh, I need you, all that shit. I'm not gonna fucking ruin my voice, because I noticed when I would go just to get off the live stream and go to, play or sing just for fun, I'm like, oh my God, my voice is strained. And doing live streams every single night and then going to the studio is the worst thing, because you feel like so burnt out. You like, before I go to record, I have to take like 5 days off of the live stream just to recuperate.
Well, yeah, you're singing for 4
Yeah.
hours straight.
So yeah, so I've kind of transitioned into more just doing some covers, and then when people join because of the covers, I sing my originals. You know what I mean? And then I have my regulars that come in that are just super fans, and they love to just make sure that I'm able to do music full time, and they're donating, and they have the money, and they just want to because they feel like it. You know what I mean?
So some of the you do live stream stuff on your shows.
Every show I play is live streamed
So-
to subscribers.
Right. So I'm one of them. Right. So that might be something, to kind of think about how
Definitely.
tie in, right, in some of these things. Because I used
Yeah,
to,
but see, that's
No,
really,
yeah.
that was the hard part for me, is because even when I was romancing the phone, to get the camera far enough away so they can get your whole body, you can't see their names. They're just like that small.
No.
And then when I'm playing live,
Right.
the
Sounds like you
phone
need a
is
stream producer.
halfway. Yeah, exactly. I do need a stream producer.
So when you're live, sorry.
When I'm doing a live show, the phone is like 25, 30
Yeah.
feet away.
Yeah. So when you're doing live streams on like TikTok, which is by far the best platform to do, if you're gonna do a live streaming, definitely get on TikTok. Other than that, you can stream, you can multi-stream, you can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. But if you're gonna pick one, just do TikTok. Put the phone close to you. Read the comments. If you're putting it far away, everybody knows that you can't read the comments.
See it, right.
You know what I mean? So if you're right there and you're having a podcast or you're having a conversation, a lot of people don't tune into live streams for podcasts. They want to interact with you. You know what I mean? So if you can put a background that says like, we're talking music or something like that. Like, what's your favorite band and why? And so now you're engaging with them, and people are there because they're in bed and they're like, oh, I love rock music and I love Def Leppard. Let's talk about Def Leppard. And now you're in the comments like talking to them, and they're engaged with you, and now they're following you. And tomorrow,
TikTok is really good like that.
yeah, it's really great. And they're gonna come back tomorrow because now they have like a place to go. People are lonely, they're bored. And a lot of times, people who just, they don't have family, they don't have friends.
Yeah, because it's like, what would you do with this goatee?
Well, I think that you'd actually stand out on TikTok live stream because TikTok
because
live
that's
streams.
twice the average age on TikTok.
Well, that might work for you. That might work well
Hey,
for
some
you.
some people are into that.
You'd be surprised on the amount of older people that are on TikTok.
I know,
these
I'm
days.
just kidding. I'm only half the age.
Yeah.
of
Right.
Twice the people.
What I mean by that is like you'll swipe on TikTok live stream feed, right? And you'll see
Swipe right.
OnlyFans girls, with their tits out or some bullshit. And you'll see, like guys with their shirts off. But then you'll swipe by and the algorithm will, get you where you want to be if you are, apparent about it. If you're liking videos that have musicians in it and they're playing music, you're gonna get on you're gonna fall on a TikTok live stream that's about music, and then you find yourself in a community. Now you're joining, and you're seeing the people who are joining. They're making friends with the other people in the comments section.
But let me ask you.
actually-
But Shane, let me ask you this, right? So there's the as a musician, you're trying to promote your music, right? But then there's the dangerous part of the other side is you're trying to create additional content that is
You're making your music relevant for the moment. That's
Yeah.
That's the creation of additional content, right?
Yeah, so like you can think of it as like instead of going to the corner on Delray Ave, instead of going to the corner, you're getting on your phone and you're busking. Those people immediately you can just be like, hey guys, I just finished my song, and you can read the comments, hey, I really like your song, where can I find it? The link is in my bio, go check it out. Now you're getting a fan. One person is so important. One super fan, dude, can account for like 5,000 people. I'm telling you. Like it's better to have 1,000, and I already talked about this. It's better to have 1,000 super fans than even 1 million just like, here, there's that person. I'm going to like their video. That's all. No, people who are coming to the live stream every single night because they've made friends with their community. Now everybody knows each other. You have a Discord channel, which is basically a giant group chat where everybody's coming in and talking about, it's basically all about the musician and it's all about the music. And it's so nice to be able to connect with them and really be able to, message them back and not be overwhelmed and flooded with random people. And then you're chasing numbers and numbers and numbers. And you get to a point where you have 1 million followers and then you're like, okay, I got 1 million followers, but like I'm not actually like making any money or anything like that. And every musician it's romantic to say, oh, I don't care about the music. I mean, I don't care about the money. I'm all about the music. It's very romantic to say that, believe me. But at the end of the day, if you want to do music full time, you
do care about it.
You need to
gotta get some money
find a
somewhere.
way. Exactly. And every musician's going to get to a point where, it's either, okay, I got to go to work. I can't be doing this anymore. Or I got to go to work and I'm going to do this, but, it's
Well, that
more
whole
fun,
musician thing about I don't care about the money is complete BS because
so many musicians like to just be like, no, I'm
if
not
you
about the
don't,
money.
if you say you don't care about the money and you don't even charge for your music, that means you got to get a job, and
Exactly.
that means you care about money, and so it's all bullshit.
I think if you're providing value, that's all that matters. And to talk about more of the live stream stuff about what I've done to make money and make it so where I'm actually giving value back and not just like taking money and just like being greedy as fuck. But what I've done is on Friday nights, I do live stream concerts, and I'll have my whole band come, and we'll do the full live concert with all the sound going into the phone, and it sounds like a recording. It sounds good. And we're doing covers, to just thank people, and thank people. And at the same time, they're obviously like excited to donate and continue this journey. Other than that, from the live stream concerts, something to get more personal with. This is a concept that I thought of myself. I'm not sure if anybody has ever done it before, but I do Zoom performances. And so basically I'll do like $10 a ticket, or, I'll give away tickets as well to people who can't afford to do it. And there's plenty of people who come to the live stream who, don't donate. They just kind of stick around, but they're super fans, and they're they're just as valuable because they're promoting your music. They're commenting on every post, all that kind of stuff. So I'll make sure that they can get into the concert as well. But, I'll have like 100 people come to the Zoom concert, and I can see them face to face. They can react. It's like basically having like a concert, but everybody's right there on the computer, and I have all the sound going, so it sounds good. It's not like just a phone microphone. And I'll have like VIP as well for like 25, and they can stick around after and talk to me for a little bit, and we'll just have some conversations, So that's how I've been able to do music full time. And there's plenty of ways to do it without being scammy or being a sellout, and just making sure that everybody is getting what they deserve. If people are donating, you need to make sure that they're getting something in return.
Yeah. It's whatever amount of money you feel you're being part of what you like, enjoy, paying into what you like. If it's like you said, go back to before COVID, and you're paying for going to the movies. You're Kevin talked about this. Was you're trying to entertain people because we're all stuck in our houses, or stuff like that. But I mean, hey, kudos for you. The Lamborghini you got parked outside the studio here. It's totally great.
But I want to sort of speak on. He made a big point about the interaction aspect, because that's what's very different about streaming now and making content now compared to any other traditional media. Is you have the audience has a direct avenue to also talk back to you.
Yes, and
you can choose to interact directly to
and
them.
It's insanely
and they
ironic.
Love that.
Yeah, it's insanely ironic that what we're talking about is true connection through the internet as opposed to like being in person. So it's like it's like a dichotomy of concepts, but it's the truth. I mean, people get on, especially TikTok, and I've been in groups where the camaraderie is there, they're bestest buddies, they're BFFs, but they've never seen each other in real life. And it's an entirely different kind of community and it's a real community.
It really is.
And I noticed the same thing happening with one of the other streams that I produce outside of here, where they sell products on the stream. That's the primary purpose of the stream, is to sell a product. But most of the people that come to the room to watch and stick around, they're impressed by the interaction and the show of it all, the entertainment of it. So, because we're not just selling stuff, we're also being entertaining personalities,
Right.
and carrying the show that way. So it's a shop, but it's also a show. And so we get a lot of people that come through and
Yeah, we don't
they come
do that
back
at all,
for that
no.
reason. And they, like you said, they make friends with each other even over the shared interest. And yeah, it's that part is really fun for me.
Yeah, it's really cool to see, like, without even like really trying to do anything, because people kind of just mingle by themselves. If you have people in your live stream, people start talking to each other, and then I've got the Discord channel, which I said is just like a group chat.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Discord.
Yeah.
You got your own Discord channel?
Yeah.
How many people are part of that?
There's like 200 people.
That's amazing.
That's like I really don't promote it that much. I really should. But the people who are like super fans join that, and they're it's just I join in, and it's like everybody's talking about their day, everybody's feeling good because they have a community. Some people, it's really sad, but some people have no one. Some people have no family, no friends.
And this might be the only thing that they look forward to.
Exactly. And I have people like that, and I'm able to, I'm able to connect with them, and they're able to connect with people who have similar interests, because the people who I attract are like people who like rock and like punk rock, all that kind of stuff, like just like acoustic singing. So if they're able to make friends within a community online, then they have a sense of they have a home.
I'm belonging, right?
Yeah. It's just something to look forward to every day.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
So, well, very cool. This has been a very interesting podcast.
Hold up, before you start.
Yes, because I'm already slurring my words because I've been
No,
drinking.
no.
Look
Stop
at that
Paul
bottle of
is
Jack
not
Daniels.
slurring his words.
Yes.
That microphone is defective. That's
Yes,
what
thank
that's
you.
what the problem
Yes,
is.
I'm
Yes,
speaking properly.
Absolutely.
Before we get on the wrap up train, I want to make a point that you gifted me a nice bag of beaver nuggets last week.
We are going to. We
And I
are
wanna
going to
try them.
We are going to provide an auditory witness.
What the hell is a beaver nugget? And what hole does it come out of?
The world
beaver
may
hole.
never know.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a beaver nugget?
Oh, well, hey.
We're about to find out
right
right now. So you can lick it, you can crunch it,
You can suck it.
or you can suck on it. What do you want to do?
I'm going to provide an ASMR experience here.
All right.
Here we go.
Opening the bag.
Beaver nugget.
That was perfect.
Go.
That was.
I'm going to take a couple here. I'm going to pass the bag around. Everybody gets some.
He said that at the last party too.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let's not dilute Devin's beaver nugget experience. This is an
me to go first?
This
Yes,
is an ASMR
All right.
beaver nuggeting.
All right.
All right, so Devin, explain your first beaver nugget experience.
I got to have the second one first. Hold on.
Oh, that's a good sign. He's chewing. He's contemplating.
It's pretty good. You know what it reminds me of is it reminds me of this cereal that used to be around.
Pops.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like Pops.
Yes,
Pops,
it reminds
yes.
Pops. That's what
Pops.
it was.
Corn pops.
It looks like Pops.
That's kind of what it is,
Really?
but like
Oh,
bigger chunks.
Shit.
Oh, more just came.
Paul
When he
has
tried to-
got a healthy handful of beaver nuggets.
He was pouring them in his hand.
Look, this is
And
like
those beaver nuggets are enjoying Paul so much they are sticking
Oh,
together.
God.
Yeah, this is like when you the taco, the one, nacho grande thing.
Jeez, I'm
What?
scared.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Grab like two out of there.
From a distance or on camera, at least, you know what it looks like? It looks like orange chicken.
It does. It looks like it should be over rice with orange sauce.
This does not smell like something I'm going to enjoy, but I'm going to try it.
I dropped one on the floor somewhere. I can't find it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, right.
It does taste like the popular cereal brand Pops.
That's the one
It's
with
not
the
so
little-
popular anymore.
That was the one with the commercials with the cereal was these little yellow little dudes.
Little yellow beans.
Yeah, little yellow bean looking things.
It's as if puffy Cheetos were made with honey instead of cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of tastes like
Tastes like
a
some good
beaver's
beaver.
asshole.
That's some sweet tasting beaver
yeah.
nugget right there.
So there you go.
Yep, pretty good.
Buc-ee's. You know,
sponsor us.
yeah. we like the beaver.
Pretty good.
Riffs and rhythms.
Don't say out
we
loud.
like the beaver.
I don't think
That's
I'd-
the new slogan.
There you go.
I don't think I'd like spend money on them, but
That's okay. That's okay. Buc-ee's just has to spend money on us.
Right, yeah.
Well, now they don't have to because we just promoted them. But that's okay because we
For
like
now.
we like the beaver nuggets. We like the wall of hanging beef.
Right, yeah.
Do they have curtains?
the jerky
on
wall.
the beef wall? They have beef curtains.
Yes, they do.
yeah, Buc-ee's is all right with me.
And they're shredded beef curtains right here in a bag.
Shredded and dried.
Yep.
Going to the back of Buc-ee's is just
But
like
yeah,
a slaughterhouse.
the wall of jerky is like 20 feet tall and 30 feet wide.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Sorry. Ex-husband.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear what you said because I was crunching nuggets.
That's okay.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it's usually
sorry.
my excuse.
Sorry. I after coming here last week, I feel like I'm like good friends with you guys now, you know?
Yeah.
Right? It's the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that did it for sure.
And
So-
it's the beer.
No, it couldn't be the beer.
So, Shane, as we wrap up here, so what do you got, coming up, and what do you want people to check out? Definitely great conversation here, hanging out.
For now, I would think just, stay tuned because I don't have any, I'm not in any rush really to be putting out music because you can't rush art. But just be on the
Unless
lookout.
Unless you're rush.
Unless you rush. But just be on the lookout for my music coming out soon, more music coming out soon, and stuff that I'm, more happy with, the recordings and the performance aspect of them. So, yeah, just be on the lookout. For now, just, follow me on Instagram, follow me on the social media bullshit, and then I guess that's the only way these days to keep track of artists. So,
Best way to watch Sean on TikTok is with a stand for your phone.
yes, my name is Sean.
We're making him drink water now.
Yes. But yeah,
Nice.
tune in to the live stream concerts sometimes, and then I don't have much for you now. Check out the music that's out now. It's all right, but be ready for some new stuff coming soon.
Big things coming, as they say.
Yeah, big things coming. Yeah, I got stuff in the works. Big stuff going on behind the scenes.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
Yeah, y'all ain't ready for this. 2 years from now.
Well, if you need any referrals on studios or ways to go, that we know everybody.
Yeah, I've been recording at Raincat.
Good choice.
Yep.
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, Jeff. Shout out Jeff, and shout out Brian. Real cool guys. Go check out Raincat Studios. They're gonna cater to whatever you need. They're gonna make sure that you're happy when you leave there. So go check out Raincat
Yeah,
Studios.
they know what they're doing there.
Yes, sir.
Podcast alums and guests and all that, right? It goes with
Awesome.
And good friends.
it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Well, yeah. So this has been a fun show.
It has been a fun show, clearly, Paul.
I'm having a great time.
So, all right, here we go.
Beaver Nuggets, JD.
So, Paul, tell us how much you enjoy the show.
special.
Special.
Here, hit me up here.
No.
We got
need to sit for the end.
We did this right.
Yeah, come on, man. He
Yeah,
can't.
come on, man.
Pop a nug in there.
Yeah, because this is the signature, sound bite that we have here.
Pop a beef nug in
So
there.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and
This is called a jack-a-nug.
Yeah. Jack Beavers.
yeah. So how am
did
I
that get
how am I gonna go the little dink with your glass there?
Where am I?
And we don't know either. Yeah,
I'm going to do it too.
all right, okay. I'll do the sound effect.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Shane,
can do it.
thanks
A
for
little
coming on.
sweetness into
Thank
the
you guys for
Jack
having
Hey,
me.
Shane, thanks for coming on here. We had a great
Absolutely.
time, man.
Wait,
I had a
do you
great
want a
time
beef
too.
nug in there too?
Yeah.
Peer pressure. Peer
Yeah,
pressure.
he didn't mean it.
Did
It's okay.
you say beef
Beef
pressure?
nug. Yeah.
I love beavers.
It adds a sweetness to the Jack Daniels. That
No,
actually
yeah. Oh God.
positive experience.
No, there you go.
Yeah, he's not a basketball player.
Heard, real quick, 3-second rule.
There you go. There it is. Rock on.
Tastes like carpet.
Oh,
That's
Tastes
she
like
said.
movie
So it tastes
theater.
like beaver.
Yeah,
Tastes like
that's what
you know
she
when you
said.
walk into a movie theater.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's-
tasted the carpet in a movie theater.
Bro,
You ain't
got to.
lived.
Yeah.
I prefer to get my butter out of the little dispenser.
Oh God. That's not butter.
Well, yeah, that's why it tastes good.
And thanks for coming on this podcast.
Absolutely. Thanks
there,
for
so,
having
yeah,
me,
yeah,
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
Awesome
pleasure.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great conversation.
We'll
Cool.
steer everyone you can. We'll steer everyone we can to your
Absolutely.
social media
Yeah.
stuff.
I'd love to do it again sometime.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know where we live.
I'm literally like I can
All right,
walk
Paul.
here.
Here, down your jack and nugget.
Yeah.
And here's to a great podcast, y'all.
Sorry, I had a mac and cheese portable on the way here.